Well, good morning from Big Bike Adventures. Well, it's about 5:45 on a beautiful spring morning, just down beside the seaside here, the bay, the fabulous Moreton Bay, with Big Red. And as you can see, she's fully loaded and in full attack mode. We've got knobbies on the front, knobbies on the back, so we've got some Shinko E804s on the front, their adventurer, and the Midas E10s on the rear. So what's happening is I'm about to ride for about an hour on the bitumen and on the motorway out to meet up with some mates, some of whom I haven't met before. I think there's about 8 bikes all up, and we're going to ride from here, which is Brisbane, sort of at southeast Queensland, all the way down to Phillip Island, where the MotoGP is going to be on next week. Now, it's the Sunday of the MotoGP in Japan. We don't know what the results are yet, but all going well, by the time the circus arrives in Australia, we'll have a decider. So there should be a big opportunity for Marquez to take the title for the year, if all goes well in Motegi tonight, and then we move on to Phillip Island, where he can actually claim the title for the World Championship. Don't know what it's going to look like yet, and it's going to be very, very exciting if that happens, and a big party in Phillip Island, obviously, for the Honda team. So big V4s, all to go. But after I meet up with them, we're going to basically take as many dirt roads as we can to get to Phillip Island, and so it's going to be an absolutely epic adventure. We're going to take about 3 days to get down there, and all going well, we're really, really going to be having a great time. So fingers crossed that this is going to be a great trip. Really looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this for so long. It's going to be terrific. So as I said, we've got about an hour to go before we arrive at the meet-up point, and so we'll get on with that journey. Just got to stop and smell the roses. You know, the metaphorical roses that are there. Okay, let's go. Alright, so great way to start the trip. Got a freaking coal train. These things are kilometres long. Just shut the bike off and wait. This is just so eager to get on the road, and here we are. Crazy. Alrighty, so let's look at the different cameras we've got for this trip. This video. So we've got the helmet camera. We've got this camera down here, which is the bike camera. And I've got a handheld one. Oh, turn that on. Got the handheld GoPro. I prefer the drift camera, but the GoPro's the right shape for sticking inside my jacket and doing some handheld stuff. So not so much because it's a better camera or not, it's just a better shape for this application. So. Alright, so I'm going to take the lead for the first part and get to the dirt. The road guys will take off up through Mount Lindsay, and we'll take off through the back of White Swamp. So you want to drop some air?
Yeah, mine's all over the fucking shop. It must have about 40 psi in it.
Don't drop them too much.
Well, we've got a little bit of bitumen to do as well, so big bike adventures, this is what it's all about. This is letting the air out, big bikes all over the place. So we had a little separation of the group, but we're all back together again now. We're going to have to hook up the comms too. You want a hand? I don't know how far it goes back. There we go. And then just rotate it so it's, yep. It sounds like it's working.
Good fun so far. As long as we got it out of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Traction control off. Much better. Alright, so after the road boys took off from the road section, we've caught up with them again. So we're at the Crown Hotel at Urbanville. So everybody's arrived for lunch safely, and everything is going alright. So we've just we stopped and had lunch at Urbanville and just got back on the road. Decided just having a look at our fuel consumption, and it's Sunday, so a lot of the places we wanted to stop for fuel are actually shut. So we thought we'd just stick on the bitumen with the two road bikes. We're actually running out a little bit of time because we want to get to Ebor before the MotoGP starts, and so we're just going to kind of stay on the bitumen for the next part. We can do that road that we're going to do today. We can do that on the way back up. Righto. So the pumpkin's got a bit of an oil leak. But only when it's on the side stand. So you're going to have to use a centre stand from now on.
When the stars began to fall around you, and the words that have been spoken are just what you knew. Only time will tell if what we have been told is true. So just stop and close your eyes. I know that this road may not be what it seems to be. We take for granted all the things that are easy to achieve. All the endings aren't in sight, no, we simply